Here we introduce Orion. Orion.
Nice private bar restaurant type thing, and he was super cute. I wasn't exactly sure because in my head I have this vision that the person I'm gonna be with is gonna be like 27 and older and more established. So when I first met him, I was like, okay, you know what, we get along, we have good convo, good chemistry, but he's not 27, he's not like super like well off, like he's still 22, I'm 23. So I was like, okay, so maybe I should still, because we get along well, right? So all my friends were like, hey, Oriane, like, give it a shot. Like, you never know. Like, I know you have this vision of like the man you're going to be with, but you know, you get along with him. He's still taking you out. So, I mean, why not? He has a job as well. It's not like he's not like, he doesn't support himself. He supports himself well. Right off the bat, I had already told him like, listen, I don't really know what you're looking for, but I'm looking for something serious. And he was like, yeah, you know what? I've never actually been in a serious relationship before. So that's something like I want to do. But then I also mentioned, like, I think I asked him, like, what do you think you're bad at? And he said, I'm definitely a bad texter. Like, communication is terrible with me. So I know I've also learned in my life that people say when a man tells you who they are, you listen the first time. I was also like, well, you don't know, like, what if he's never been in love? Or maybe it's because like it's the girl, like he's never felt something for. At the time, I was also feeling a little lonely. I wasn't expecting anything out of it. I was like, let me just see this guy. Let me just keep going and see where this could go. Second day, he started texting me and I was kind of surprised. I was like, wait, I thought he said he was bad at communicating. So second day, we're texting like nonstop. Then third day, he was like, I want to see you again. Like, this was 3 days within meeting each other. So then we had seen.
She talked too much. Anybody else like, why the fuck she talking so much? Won't even get to the fucking point. Oh, I hate that. Get to the fucking point. What are you asking me advice about?
Each other. And obviously my boundaries, like with dating as well, comes with like sex and making out and things like that. I cannot sleep with a person unless like I'm with that person, or unless we're starting to be committed. I think I noticed while we were like getting close and stuff that like he wanted to do that, and I sort of had to like stop and tell him like, no, like we can't like do that because that's just how I am. And then he was just like, okay, like I understand, no problem. And then the next day, well, unfortunately, I don't know why, but I did end up like sleeping with him.
Of course you did. Of course you did. That's how it goes. Of course you did. You did it because you didn't want to lose him and he seemed like a decent guy. That's mostly why us women sleep with a man early, because we know he's a degenerate and he won't stick around unless he's getting sex. We get that.
But
So
yeah,
you slept with him on what day?
I think it was like 6 days. And
See, here's the thing. When you sleep with a motherfucker early, he test drives it. If the pussy is not any good, he takes a dump. If he just wanted the pussy and he didn't want a relationship and he found out those past couple days before he slept with you that he didn't want anything other than just to get the panties, then he'll get the panties and he'll ghost. Now, let's see what happened to her. She talked too much. I would have ran out on her too. If she was sexually appealing, I probably would have hit it and it broke too. See what he did. Let's see.
to knowing each other.
Okay.
But 2 days later, I remember like he like stopped texting or something like that. And so then I was like, what's going on?
So 2 days after you guys slept together, he stopped texting you.
Yes.
Okay.
So then I was like, what's going on? But then he texted me on the third day and I was like, wait, he texted. So then I was like, yeah, what's up? And he was like, oh, I was just super busy. Like my friends were in town. Like, I'm sorry. Like I never meant to like make it sound like that. And I was like, okay, no problem. And then we ended up meeting up, and then after that, that's when I was like, okay, we can't like go to each other's places anymore. And then we were talking for 2 weeks consistently and never did anything sexually again. Like, it was done. I remember I made that one mistake, and then like I took it back and I never did it again. So he was like, I agree with you, let's take things slow, like let's take it way back. So then we were like talking and things like that, like getting to know each other. This was 2 days ago. I remember I literally sat down with God and I was
Okay, see here, I personally think she's exaggerating because men don't talk like that on text. He said he was a lousy texter. She was probably getting to know, she was probably asking questions, and he was probably just answering them, and then he probably wasn't asking his own questions. See, let's see. And this happened 2 weeks after they slept together, and they didn't sleep with each other anymore after that first night of sleeping with each other, right? So he said, let's take it way back. Okay, let's see.
was like, wait. Like, I started praying and I was like, God, if this man is not for me because he's not exactly everything I'm looking for, take him away from my life. Like, I remember I prayed that. And then I had seen him right before I flew away to San Diego, and I was just like, I want to understand your intentions, because I don't take things slow. Like, to me, I'm the kind of person that I meet someone, I have a connection, I run with it. And now I'm starting to learn that like I can't do that anymore. So then he was like, you know what? I want to give this a shot. He was like, I like you. I think we get along super well. I want to keep going on dates. And because before he would say, I want someone to explore NYC with. But then I asked him, what does that mean? And then he was like, no, I actually want to see like where this could go. So then I travel, and this man does not text me. And then 2 days later, I get an essay from him basically saying, sorry, I've been MIA, but I've been thinking about it, and I don't think that it's in my best interest to commit to anything right now, especially my career-wise. I might be moving to San Francisco, like I told you. I'm just not sure, like, this is gonna work out. And because of the next few months, I might not be able to essentially communicate consistently. But he was like, that's why I'd rather not explore or go out on any more dates. But then at the end, he was like, but also, you're such a great girl, and I'm not opposed at all to seeing you again. And I was like, obviously, what does that mean? So then that's where I am basically at.
That means that he wants to have his cake and eat it too. That means he doesn't.
Of course, that means he just want to smash and he don't want to get serious with you, which is what he found out after he slept with you that first time. Once you slept with him that first time, he was like, hell no, I got to get her to dump. And I'm just trying to be nice, see where we can have some sex, and maybe she'll change her mind. Them 2 weeks that y'all talked and didn't have no sex, he figured maybe she changed her mind. Let me see. Then you were serious. You went on a trip. And then after that trip, that motherfucker sent you a message and said, no, I only want to sleep with you. I don't want to do nothing else. And that's it. And since you don't want to do that, then you just got to get ghosted. That's what happened. That's what time it is. He just wanted to go. After he slept with you one time, he was like, nope, we ain't finna do this no more. If she say, no, we can do this one more time, we can do this some more, but that's all it's gonna be is some sleeping. It ain't gonna be no relationship. It ain't gonna be nothing like that, because you're not what I'm looking for. That's basically what he said. She just clueless. You see how girls get delusional? You see how women are delusional when it come to men and they don't know how to read the signs?
I need a 22-year-old. You got a 22-year-old playing a game like that with you? And when we started this conversation, you said you have certain standards and boundaries that you didn't uphold within the first 6 days. So moving forward, I don't want you giving out the cookie. Not 6 days in, honey. No. And from someone who's 22, younger than you, meaning you should know how to play the game better than he does. Not only did he know how to play the game, he sent you a long text message saying, it's not you, it's me, but you're a great girl. At 22, this guy sounds like he has experience.
Yeah, he on that fuck shit. And you should have known he was on the fuck shit. He 22 years old. You let him have the cookies after 5 motherfucking days. I bounce on your ass too, cause that's how dumb you sound. That's how dumb you came across. And you talk too much. All of the negatives. All the negatives. That's all he saw. She wanna get serious within what? You wanna get serious with me in what? Stop. Within a 2 or 3 weeks? Hell no. Fuck that. And that's exactly what he said.
Wow. I didn't even think of it like that.
Of course you didn't think of it like that. Of course you didn't. What you thought was, he likes me. He wants to sleep with me. See, it's not the same for women as it is with men. Okay? It's not the same unless we go into the situation not having any kind of... It's only the same when we go into the situation the same way they do. If we go into the situation thinking it's not going to last, we can get out of it quicker and we can move the fuck on. But if we go into it with expectations like you did, wide open, nose wide open, just like he got Vicks on his hands, this is what happens. You slept with him within 6 days. You should have known better. And he's younger than you too. Girl, bye.
Hey! God.
Okay.
Man has experience. Jesus! I'm one of his victims.
Yeah. 22. Got you at 27 in a chokehold. It needs to be
No,
stuck.
I'm 23.
23. Still, you should know better. No, not 22. You gave up the cookie too fast, and he wanted to put your self-esteem and self-confidence.
But then here's my question: when I took it away, he still came back. We were still exploring things, and we never did it again. Like,
yeah, because he was hoping that you'd break down again. And 2 weeks went by and you didn't, and then you went on a trip. That's when he was like, "Fuck it, she a nice girl, but I gotta ghost her. That's what he said.
And I remember that night, it was literally 3 seconds and I pushed him off me and I was like, no. And then that was it. We never did it again. So like after that, I took it out and he still came back. So that's what messed with my mind. It's the fact that he knew that wasn't going to happen and he still kept coming back.
Yeah, but it's a test. He's testing you. Of course, he's going to say, all right, come again. Let's see if she'll let me do it again. This is not his first time at the rodeo. He's done this before.
Hey!
Yeah, you fell for the okie doke. Yeah, even I knew that's what time it was. Even I knew. You know, all the women at the sound of my voice, if you give up the pussy before it's time, the motherfucker's going to play you. Because he's going to judge whether the pussy is okay, whether your conversation is okay, whether you deserve to be, you're too clingy, or any of the above. That's what he's going to judge you by, and that's how he's going to play you. And she was easy. Within a week, you gave it the pussy. If I ever give up the pussy within a week, I already know he not coming back. So I'm going to ghost his ass first. That's what the fuck you do. Don't wait around for no text. Every time he texts, play his ass to the left. If you ever sleep with a dude within a week, you play his ass like his name is motherfucking Stanley. And then you keep walking. Because that's what he's going to do to you. And you need to do it first.